Welcome to Full Time Devils. I'm Adam McCullough. This is tomorrow's transfers. Today it is Tuesday. I'm back. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you haven't missed me too much. And we have got so much to go through today. So they haven't given me an easy return to tomorrow's transfers today. And while I've been gone, there's been another transfer added to the list. And there's one still there that hasn't been confirmed by the club, but it is on the list still. Yeah, Henderson has left for Sheffield United on loan, having just signed a new contract at Manchester United, following Joe Riley out the door. Delot is, or Delo, as I've learned to pronounce it now, obviously joined. And Fred, who hasn't been confirmed by the club, but seemingly is a Manchester United player now, has all been confirmed. And we've got loads to get through today, including Matteo Darmian, Jerome Boateng, Gareth Bale, Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, Jack Wilshere, Paul Pogba, and a little bit of tour news. Possible tour news anyway. So action-packed show. Hope you're doing well. I can read loads of comments at the moment and I'm going to be reading your comments too. I can see Ryan, Ed, Cameron, Arpit as well, Radamagon, and of course producer Chris in the comments too. But let's get stuck into our first story of the day. And it's about Matteo Darmian, who's been linked to a move to Juventus for a while now. And I think Napoli did come into the frame a little bit at one point. But Juventus have seemingly been the club that are going to sign Matteo Darmian. The move's been on hold for a while. And Sport Witness have broken down a number of reports coming out of Juventus. Now, to just gather up the thoughts and give you a little bit of a report of all of the reports that are there. They're saying United are asking between 20 to 25 million euros rather. Basically the same thing as pounds nowadays. Brexit, Britain and all that. But yeah, 20 to 25 million euros United want. And Juventus don't want to give much more than 15 million euros. And as a result, they could possibly have eyes on Cancelo going there instead on a loan move, with a view to get him on a permanent, which could cost more than the money that United are asking for Darmian, but seemingly they're happy to spend it on Cancelo and not on Matteo Darmian. Now, is he worth 20 to 25 million euros? I'm not too sure. He hasn't played much football for Manchester United. We got around 70. We got him for around 17 million, wasn't it? And if we can get obviously 15 million euros or something like that, I'd take it and let him get his move to Juventus. This must be a big move for him. Italian lad going to Juventus. They're going to win loads of trophies, I'm sure. And I'm sure he wants to be a part of that. So it's strange that United are dragging their heels over this one. Maybe we're in talks with Juventus for one of their players and they're causing us problems trying to sign him. You know, we've been linked with Alexandro. You don't know, this could be linked to other things as well. But Matteo Darmian to Juventus is on hold at the moment. And do you guys think that Matteo Darmian will eventually join Juventus? What do you guys think? Richard, yes, I am back. Yes, I'm looking a little bit tanned as well. Ed, we should use Darmian as part of a deal to sign Alexandro, says Red Devils fans. No, I'm not dead yet, Robert. Darmian is the worst in the squad, says Jake. And Karimo, thank you for your nice words as well. But a lot of United fans don't really care if Matteo Darmian leaves the club. And I can't blame them either, because he hasn't pulled up trees at Manchester United. And Cody seems to have an idea that Sandro could be on his way to Manchester United. Moving on from that to another defender, and this time a centre-half, Bayern Munich's Jerome Boateng. Now, guess who pops up? Sport Witness are covering reports today. And guess who has popped up? Don Ballon. Yes, Don Ballon has popped up. And my man is saying Jose is pulling the strings and United are about to beat Real to the signing of Jerome Boateng. Doesn't really say a fee, although I'm sure it would be a big, big fee. And with Don Ballon's track record, shall I say, it's very unlikely that this is true and United have beat Real Madrid. But he's saying Jose is pulling them strings, and Don Ballon saying United have beaten Real Madrid to the punch to get him in. But there could be truth in Jerome Boateng looking elsewhere, because of the fact German reports are reporting that he can leave for a suitable offer. So the fact that, you know, those German reports are out there, but could I see Jerome Boateng going to Real Madrid? No. United? Probably not. Maybe they're trying to smoke out some some interest in him. I'm not too sure, but I don't think Jerome Boateng's going to end up at Manchester United. Would you guys want Jerome Boateng? Collie says, don't want Boateng. Boateng a City flop, and a United legend says Dylan. Boateng will be left for dead by the pace of Premier League strikers, says Shahed. Estat says, yeah, mate, he wants him. He's lost a couple of yards in pace, says Inez. Like the video to welcome McCullough back, says Craig. Yes, let's do that. We've got around 500 people watching at this moment in time, over 500 people. Get hitting that like button. Golovin, says Dame, he wants Golovin. I'm not sure we can judge him too much on his performances in the World Cup just yet. I mean, they've played Saudi Arabia and Egypt. Is that the best, level to be judging him at? Not too sure. Anyway, moving on from Jerome Boateng. Jerome Boateng's not happening, is it? Jerome Boateng. Mort says he'd love him at Manchester United, but I don't think Jerome Boateng is going to be happening. Arslan, thank you very much as well. Moving on from that to Gareth Bale, who's been linked to Manchester United. And guess why? I hate stories like this. I absolutely hate stories like this. So it's in goal, and they're saying, Ryan Giggs, the Wales manager, says Gareth Bale is a Manchester United player. Now, I think Gareth Bale is United quality. I think he could be very good for Manchester United. But Ryan Giggs is going to say that. He's going to say that Gareth Bale is United quality, because to Ryan Giggs, United quality is the best. And he has to boost Gareth Bale's ego. That's not him saying he's definitely leaving Real Madrid. That's not him saying that he's going to be a Manchester United player. But now it's going to, it's going to be in the newspapers. It's going to be all over everywhere. Ryan Giggs, Manchester United, Gareth Bale. Oh, I just bloody hate these stories. Do I think Gareth Bale's going to leave Real Madrid? I'm not too sure. Obviously, they've got their new manager at this moment in time. They've been linked with Alisson, the goalkeeper, but we've not heard much news in terms of Gareth Bale leaving or staying or whatever like that. I think any Real Madrid manager would make sense to keep Gareth Bale. I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo is amazing. We all know Cristiano Ronaldo is amazing, but he's not getting any younger. And I think Gareth Bale should be made a big part of that Real Madrid team. It'd be real strange if he was let go, but he's a player that could demand a big fee, especially after the Champions League final as well. And if he wants to raise money to buy players, Gareth Bale could be one that leaves. So I think this one will linger on a little bit more, but it remains to be seen. Obviously, Gareth Bale's not at the World Cup as well. When does he return? When do they return to training and all that stuff? I don't know. It's going to go on for ages, isn't it? Tell you what else is going to go on for ages this summer. Apart from the summer going on for ages, it was great to have a break from all the transfer stuff. But I don't miss stories like this as well. They're going to make me crack straight away. Sergej Milinkovic-Savic has been linked with Manchester United in the MEN because Matic posted a picture of them together on Instagram saying together they are stronger. For fuck's sake. Look, Sergej Milinkovic-Savic would be a fantastic signing for any club. Do I think Manchester United are going to get him? I don't think Manchester United are going to get him. I'll tell you why. Because producer Chris confirmed that we've signed Fred for £47 million. That's a big fee. Obviously, in this day and age, £47 million is not going to be the biggest fee this summer. But it's a big fee to spend on a central midfielder. We need to improve in other positions. We're likely to sign a fullback, left back, maybe a centre half, maybe, I don't know, a right winger. Now, if we're going to buy all these players, are we going to spend 100 million plus on a player like Sergej Milinkovic-Savic? I'm not too sure. The most credible reports that are coming out about him in the past month or so have been from DiMarzio saying United had a little bit of interest but were put off by the fee. And I think that's going to remain to be the case unless something strange happened, like Paul Pogba, I don't know, signed for the Harlem Globetrotters or something. I don't think United will be signing Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. I just can't see that happening. Something that not only I don't want to see it happening, but it wouldn't fucking surprise me, Sorry to be swearing on my first day back. Jack Wilshere. It's been confirmed that he's leaving Arsenal. Jack Wilshere is leaving Arsenal. That has been confirmed. We've seen all the cringe posts and all that stuff. Mate, what has he done to be... I don't know. But anyway, he's been linked with Manchester United already. He's going to continue to be linked with loads of different clubs. And Manchester United are going to come around. And this wouldn't surprise me because of the reasons I just said about Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. Just because of the reasons I just said about him, United are unlikely to spend big sums on another central midfielder, having brought in Fred. Jose Mourinho's arrogance. Jose Mourinho thinking he's better than Arsene Wenger. Jose Mourinho thinking, I can do what he can't. Wouldn't surprise me if he brought Jack Wilshere in at Manchester. It genuinely wouldn't surprise me if he brought him in on a free transfer. It wouldn't. I don't want to see it happen. I think he's a knobhead. I don't want it to happen. He's had a few good games. He was a great youngster. He seemed like he had great talent as a youngster. But he's never really progressed from that. Is he any better than he was back then? No. Nah, thanks. Nah, thanks. Anyway, next up on the list, Full-Time Devils producer Chris says, let's not think this. Rather play McTominay, says Jake. Contract for Fellaini, says Free Streets. No one wants Wilshere, says Carl. Yeah, we can't be speaking that into reality, can we? McTominay class over him, says Awace. Spencer wants to see me at centre half. Estat says Wilshere to Chelsea. For some reason, that really fits, doesn't it? Paul Pogba in other news. Harlem Globetrotters had announced him, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe that Sergei Milinkovic-Savic move is on after all. Maybe the Instagram story is true. Because Harlem Globetrotters have announced Paul Pogba as one of their celebrity signings, apparently. I don't know if that means he'll be playing for them or if it's just an honorary thing, if they're just... I don't know. But apparently, Paul Pogba is going to Harlem Globetrotters. Oh, for God's sake, I've had enough of that. We have got a little bit of a US MEN's tour. US tour story from the MEN as well to come. But before we get to that, get some questions in on transfers that isn't Paul Pogba to the Harlem Globetrotters. Would rather sign a Harlem Globetrotter than Jack Wilshere, says Removing Goose. Globetrotters announce Pogba. Is that happening, says Ed Dumpleton. Koulibaly, man, we need to get him, says Seish. Fellaini and Wilshere should both be free agents by September. David to United. Who? David who? God, he better not get injured. They should sign James Rodriguez, says Ismail Khalid. Senegal to win the World Cup. I don't think that's going to... I've seen their game today. It was pretty good, but I don't think that's going to happen. Ruben Neves, says Jake. He wants him. Sign Alderweireld, says Ross. I would like Alderweireld, you know. I would really like Alderweireld. England can't win the World... You don't say they can't. Jesse Lingard is going to score the winner in the final. Trust me. Marcus Rashford's going to score in the semi-final a hat-trick. And Jesse Lingard with the late winner in the final. It's on. Manny says, do you think United should sign a wonder player from the World Cup? I'm not going to tell you anything about that because we've got a similar debate coming up on Full-Time Devils where we debate one player that we would like to sign from the World Cup. What about Cavani, says Dime? It's not happening. Highest assists next season, says Shubham. Is it going to be Paul Pogba? We're live at 12 p.m. with tomorrow's huge debate. Timbo to start next season, says Bad Brad. That sounds good, doesn't it? And any updates on Martial? No updates on Martial. Thankfully, I missed that story because I wouldn't... Oh, would have been absolute meltdown from me, to be honest. Would have been absolute meltdown. Tony is not going anywhere. Wednesday, 12 p.m, British summertime. The huge debate. What are my thoughts on Martial, says Kaushik? My thoughts on Martial are Jose Mourinho would be absolute fool to let Anthony Martial go. I don't think it would surprise me with Jose Mourinho. We've seen with his past. And it's the kind of players that he struggles to develop, let's be honest. And it's a worry that we've had about him. But the comments from his agent, I can't really take them at face value because of the simple fact that he is in contract negotiations. So if he's in contract negotiations with Manchester United and he's saying those kind of things, it kind of seems like, you know, value me a little bit more. So it could be that. It could leave. We can't be in denial all the time. He could actually leave. But United coming out saying they don't want him to go, they're going to keep him. That's what you like to hear. But again, they would say that because if they were to sell him, they want to get as much of a fee as they can. So... yeah, it's an interesting one. Hopefully it doesn't drag on and it's just resolved with him signing a new contract preferably. But let's see what happens. No way, says Shubham. What about signing William Carvalho from Sporting? Seemed to buy out his contract. I think it seems to be a headache if you sign any one of those players, because I'm sure they're going to get into legal wranglings with Sporting Lisbon if they do cancel their contracts and immediately sign for clubs. I'd imagine it's going to go down all sorts of court cases, so clubs might not want to touch it. Otherwise, it would have been snapped up already, surely. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching tomorrow's transfers today. It's been an absolute pleasure to be back. Thank you for joining us. Again, one transfer has been really confirmed, but we've got two. Two has been out. One Joe Riley, two Bradford City, and Henderson has left on loan. And if anything else pops up, we will be back covering it all. Make sure you keep it locked to Full Time Devils, liking, commenting, sharing, getting your thoughts involved, subscribing to. Can we hit 1,000 likes on this video for my first video back? Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And for now, I'm Adam McCullough. I'm out of here.